Okay, let's talk about this Mosenvka BK08 Foldable Pocket Tripod. Now you'll notice I did not call this a phone tripod. It is a phone tripod, but it's more. So this is the box that it comes in. Okay, and you can see part of the more is right in that picture. Okay, so it comes in that box. It includes a magnetic ring that you can attach to a non-Magsafe device, the way that I have done with my e-readers. Okay, and it comes with a little carry case like this, a sort of velvety drawstring case. It's branded. It's the only tripod I've bought that has one of those, and it comes with 2 Allen keys, and I'll go over why that's the case in a moment. So let's talk about the build quality, because it is exceptional. It not only does it looks as good as it feels. It's solid, it's smooth, it feels like something that was, say, made by a small artisan craftsman rather than a major company. I don't know if this is a major company or not, but it just feels very solid in the hand. It does not feel at all cheap. It has some weight to it. It's not the kind of thing that you're buying for portability, although it does go down to this slim. You're mostly buying it because it's something that's probably going to last you the rest of your life, assuming that we're still using phones that far in the future. So, in addition to the regular tripod stand, or stance, you can also lie it down like so, okay, or like so, or these rubberized feet on here are magnetic, so it can stick on a fridge or a pole, anything magnetic you want to stick it to, so that you can have a different angle to your photography. It also has a mantis foot, which is here, which allows you to stick it on chain link fences, doors, anything really. So you stick a vertical thing in here and it just hangs on that, and then you set this to whatever angle you want it to be at. In addition to that, it has a 1/4 inch hole so that you can attach it to a professional photography tripod. Okay, so that will screw into there. Now, why would they include this bolt if you're going to be plugging something else in there? Well, the reason they include this bolt is because it plugs into here, so that you can also attach to this side an action camera, a DJI or a Insta360 or GoPro will stick on here. And then while you're filming with that, you can still have your phone here. So you can be filming at 2 different angles, or if I'm not familiar with action cameras enough to know whether you can use those as use this as a second screen for those or not. Okay, so but it mounts both. One on one side, one on the other side is not magnetic, so it's only using this bolt. So, and then once you take this off, it has a little storage spot, right, which is on the back here. Now, that's one of the reasons that it comes with an Allen key. So this Allen key here can be used to tighten this up so it's more secure. So especially when you have your camera on there, you make it as tight as possible and it's not going to fall out. Now, this is a standard size. This here, an industry standard, has nothing to do with the tripod's manufacturer's decision, but this little second Allen key is used for its own bolts. So over years, as you're opening and closing this, that friction is going to make these bolts become loose, and then you can tighten them up again with this. Or if you find them too tight to begin with, you can loosen them. Again, the only tripod I've seen that comes with one of these. Most of the competitors do not make these bolts accessible. Some make them accessible in certain areas of the device, but not in other areas of the device. Okay, so let's spread this out for a sec. You can see some other features. It's got a rotating 360 thing here, right? And that can be used to lower your center of gravity. So for instance, if you got your phone on there and you're in a precarious place and you're worried about this getting bumped, even though it has very good stability, you can rotate this like so and rotate, and then all of a sudden you've got a different center of gravity that you're messing with, and it's more substantial, right? Now, the magnets are pretty good on this. I don't have any complaints in that department, right? Right, again, you're messing with your center of gravity by using those different positions. Now, let's compare it to some of the competitors as far as height goes and maybe some of the features. So we'll get that there. And then this is a Ulanzi MA38, which is substantially lighter, but has a substantially narrower footprint, or wingspan, or whatever you would want to call it. This one also has a magnetic thing on the back, so you can stick it to a fridge, just like this. But this seems to me like a better built, more serious device. The legs are wider, the stance is wider. You're going to get more stability out of it, even though they're about the same height. This one has a carabiner built into it. This one has a little slot to put a lanyard into, or a carabiner if you've got a small one. Otherwise, these things are pretty well matched on features, but definitely feels better built. This one also has a rotating thing up here, right? But because this rotating thing is at the top, again, that's your center of gravity is up higher, whereas this one, the rotating thing is down here, which allows you to, again, to do what I showed you before, lower that down. You're not doing that with this. It's up or down. And then here is the Ulanzi MA60, which is the most popular tripod on the market, and it literally feels like Little League comparatively. Like, look how flippity floppity it is, right? Compared. Yes, this is substantially lighter, like very much lighter, but it has no other features. It doesn't have the 1/4-inch hole. It doesn't have the thing you can stick it to a fridge. It doesn't have the mantis foot. All it has going for it is portability, which can be something that you want. If you're only going to be using this device, say to prop up and watch movies, or use as prop up your screen while you're typing, then this might be the way to go, because it's, it's cheaper, it's lighter, it's more portable, but it doesn't have any other features. So it's a one-use device just to prop up your phone, whereas this has many others, right? Both can be used as selfie sticks, though this is a little precarious feeling. It doesn't feel like it's going to have do much good at supporting your device, whereas this definitely feels like it's solid. So yeah, this is again the Mosenvka. I'll put the box up so you can see it. BK08. And it's a keeper for me. I recommend it. I wish that it had the clamping ability of, say, this tripod, which is the Omaton TP02 Pro. So it has, the only feature that this thing has that I wish the Mosenvka did have is this sliding vise thing, so you can clamp it onto a table. If this had this, it would be perfect. It would be my only tripod. Unfortunately, because of the clamp, which I do use every day for one certain scenario, I got to keep both of these guys. Whereas the Ulanzis are going. If you have any questions, by all means, leave them in the comments. There's again the name of the product, and I absolutely recommend it. If you're in Canada, which is where I am, it is insanely priced. I think it was priced at $85 or $90. But if you just go to Amazon.com instead of Amazon.ca, it's $35 US, and I think an $8 shipping. So you'll save about $20 by going that route. It's only available in this one color, I wish it had some more vibrant options. I really like the pop of the orange on the mantis foot. I think it's a really nice accent. But I would also love to have this in orange and this be gray, you know. So yeah, highly recommended. This is a solid piece of gear. You won't regret buying it. Someone recommended it to me in the comments of one of my other review videos of, I think, the Ulanzi MA60, and that person is correct that this is a more stable device than that for sure. Thanks. Oh, you know what? I'll show you one more thing. So this is what it looks like with a more substantial screen on it. So for instance, I use tripods to hold up the screens for my writing devices. So there you go. So that's a Viwoods mini tablet that I've attached to a Magsafe ring to the back. So you can see it's decent. And you can also, it just barely fits portrait. If you have a device much larger than this, this is going to get in the way unless you want to rotate it a bit, right? Let's get that on there properly. So then you can rotate it like so in portrait mode, right? So yeah, I mostly write with it like that, so it's fine for me. But if you have a device that's slightly bigger than that, you might be concerned about the bump here. And unfortunately, there's no way to sort of turn it around so it's flat, because as you rotate this surface is not magnetic. So even though it could be flush there, like so, it's nothing to stick it to. But otherwise, no complaints. Great device. I will keep an eye on this company to see what else that they pull off in the future. It's just so thoughtfully made. I mean, even that bolt that they're nice enough to include, which hides out of the way, you know, and the device is, look at that. It just slides down and like slides in that little gap. It's very thoughtfully made. Sorry about the dog barking. That ain't mine.